Jace, let's go ahead and straight to the Malvern National Bank keys to victory that we've accumulated tonight.
Well, keys to victory. Number one is Malvern needs to stop for Stuttgart. Number 5, Zach Boulware. He is their quarterback. He's a senior. He's a very experienced senior, very much a dual threat. He threw and ran both for almost 1,000 yards last year. It'll be very important for Malvern's defensive line to contain him. This will be on the defensive linemen such as number 90, Grady Allison, number 75, Osha Johnson, and it'll also come down to the linebackers. They have to play big tonight.
Yeah, Kevin Bell, he's going to clog up that middle, but you cannot allow that dual threat quarterback to get elusive and roll up a lot of yardage. So we've got to contain that quarterback. Good job on that key to victory.
Number 2, we do have weather in the area. Could have some rain. It's going to be very important for Dontel Henson as well as all the receivers to hold on to the ball tonight.
Yeah, it can get slippery, and you cannot turn the football over very many times and still win the football game. So yes, weather and holding on to that football is very important.
Turnovers are big. And our third key of the game, we got to feed the studs. And Malvern stud is James King, and he needs to be fed.
Yeah,
he's a stud.
James King, as always, that young man, he's 5'11", 178 pounds. He can catch it anywhere. It doesn't matter if it's around his ankles. If he has to go up and get it, man, he just can come down with that football, and he is that playmaker.
And he has the ability to take it to the house once he does make the grab.
He does, and he's got that speed, and he's got that separation ability from any receiver that I have not seen here at Malvern before, and he is definitely one to reckon with. And to be honest, he's just a junior, and he's such a great competitor, good kid. He's a great asset for this Malvern football team.
And I think one of the most underrated things he does is he runs great routes.
He does.
He gets out of his breaks well. Very important. That's generally the toughest thing to teach a young receiver to run good routes.
Well, I mean, not very many times they get up and try to bump him at the line of scrimmage, and if they do bump him, he can get behind that D-back really quick, and that's usually when we can strike really fast on the football field. We're moments away from kickoff against the 11th ranked Riceburgs against the Malvern Leopards that are ranked number 10. This is going to be one of the highlighted games tonight. And the kick is off. It's a short kick nearing the 15-yard lines. Number 22 for the Riceburgs comes up, bounces over the 25-yard line to the 27, and approximately a 13-yard return.
Big hit there by Cody Buchanan on the tackle. Very nice open field tackle around the 29.
Wesley McCassell is the receiver that brought the ball back to the over the 28-yard line of the Riceburgs. Number 5 quarterback, that's Boulware. He's a dual threat quarterback, and he's in shotgun. Dual receivers to the left, dual receivers to the right. Throws out to the flat, and immediately 14 is handled with about a 2-yard pickup. Host of Malvern Leopards out there. That looks like Bell and Osha Johnson.
I think Terrence Jackson was the first one there, number 83. He made a great play there on the tunnel to read that.
And that's Kyle Kreiner on the reception. Again, the Riceburgs in shotgun formation. Got a tailback right beside the quarterback. One receiver in the slot. One receiver to either side.
The Riceburgs are going no huddle on this drive.
Inside handoff to number 6 running back, and it appears that Kevin Bell makes the tackle on number 6, Mr. Robinson. He's a senior running back, 185 pounds, and again, like Jay said, a no-huddle offense is back in gear for the Riceburgs.
Nice play there by Kevin Bell, stepping up into the hole and minimizing what looked like could have been a decent little play.
3rd down and 4 on this play. Inside handoff, quarterback takes it himself.
Got a flag on the play on the far side.
And Mario Jamerson comes out and makes a great open field tackle on Boulware. Maybe a yard on the play. Flag on the play across the field. Referee is chop block against the offense. We're going to decline that. It's going to be 4th down and about 3 if we decline. If not, it's a personal foul penalty. Backs him up 15 yards. The referee makes the call against the offense. We decline it and brings up a 4th down and a long 3, maybe 4 yards. And it appears that the Ricebirds are going to kick the football.
I was afraid we were going to have a Pulaski Academy move there. They didn't bring the punt team on real quick.
No, they didn't. And James King, here's an opportunity for an isolated player of the game, and Trent Bryant to get the hands on the football. It appears number
18.
Tyler Henderson. He's a senior. 190 pounds, going to be punting the football.
Got a flag.
We got flags. Play clock.
25-second flag, yeah.
That's going to back them up another 5 yards. Delay of game. Moves the Ricebirds back near the 30-yard line. Brings Trent Bryant as well as James King near midfield, if not at their own 45-yard line. And it appears the Ricebirds are going to be punting again, attempting the punt. Again, this is just starting the Malvern Leopard football game. It's only 10:19 on the main clock. And Malvern has stopped them 3 and out and ready to receive the punt.
Looks like Malvern should get good field position out of this.
Punt bounds near the Leopard 40, and it continues to roll. James King allows it to go untouched, and the ball lands on the 27-yard line. And Malvern will be 1st and 10 going towards the Bill Hunt Fieldhouse. 10-10 on the clock, 0-0. Ricebirds nothing, Malvern nothing. And Malvern's offense, highly powered offense, coming in scoring 33 and 30-plus against Sylvan Hill Bears, and putting up a lot of points and a lot of notoriety by this offense early in this football season.
That ended up in a 43-yard punt with a roll. It bounced pretty early, though. It would have been hard for James, I think, to come up and pick that up.
Spread offense by Traylor. King open to the outside and immediately thrown out to King. He receives the ball at the 35-yard line and up over the midfield. And again, that isolated player of the game, Jason, that you picked, immediately makes an impact of 23 yards.
That was a big catch there. Nice stiff arm at the end of the play, too, to get another 4 or 5 yards.
King comes down about 5 yards, turns inside the quarterback, and immediately receives the football and makes it all on his own beyond that. Good throw and catch. Traylor getting his confidence early in the football. Slot receiver on the left-hand side. Bryant left, King right. Inside handoff to Dontel Henson, and gets approximately 3 yards across midfield near the 47-yard line of the Ricebirds. And again, Malvern has already moved the chains once and moving straight down the football field, inside handoff. Malvern's attempting to spread the football field and open up these running lanes for Dontel Henson to do all the crafty maneuvers he's doing. Same set. Slot receiver to the left and wideouts. Immediately throws out to the slot receiver, and that's Mario Jamerson on the catch in open field. He gains 4 yards down to the 43-yard line of the Ricebirds. The ball has to get across the 40-yard line for the first down.
Nice little move by Mario Jamerson there. He had a chance to be stopped in the backfield, made a little shake, got past him and picked up another 6 or 7 yards to make that a positive play, what could have been a negative play.
As we all know, Mario Jamerson is very quick and elusive on his feet. And if you get it out in open space, he can put some damage on the defense. Slot receiver to the left and wide out to the left. Inside handoff to Henson, and he stretches near the first down mark. And he's going to be just a little shy. It's going to be short of about inches. And Jace, what do you think? It appears
I think he got that. I think the spot gave it to him.
Left, right. Now they're going to call a timeout. Referee's going to come out and measure it. But it appears from this angle, the tip of the football is right on the 40-yard line, and our chain crew, which is very experienced, bringing the chains out and measuring it out.
No.
Oh, he got a 4th down.
4th down and maybe an inch.
Oh.
Maybe.
Malvern's offense stays on the football field. Traylor gets the call. He comes out to the huddle. excited.
I don't know how you can call that the 41, but I've got to.
That's a 41, but it's just the nose of the football is right on the paint. Under center. Handoff. Henson up over the 40-yard line. First down, Malvern, straight up the gut behind the big offensive line. And guys, that's hard-nosed football.
Big run by Henson there. Not a whole lot there. Put his head down, got 2 yards. That's all he needed.
Straight up the gut. You had Allison and Kevin Bell from the defense coming in and helping and blocking. And you knew that you had the strength of your team up there to make that first down. First down, ball is placed near the 39-yard line at the center of the field. And Malvern is marching. 8:09, still no score on the clock. Wideouts, 2 wideouts either side. Henson in the backfield. Inside handoff. And maybe a yard getting near the 38-yard line of the Riceburgs. It's going to bring up a second down and 9.
Looked like Lionel Smith got back there in the backfield for the Riceburgs. Made a nice play. Caused a little disruption there.
the calls, Malvern's still trying to spread out. 3 receivers to the left side of the field. 1 receiver, James King, on the right.
Looks like we're trying to isolate King here.
It's going to be a tunnel screen. King receives the play and stops near the 36-yard line. 37, maybe a yard and a half on the play, and just did not develop like Malvern wanted to. Had the blockers trying to get out and ahead of him, and King tries to turn it up inside and gets maybe a yard on the play. Third down and a long 8 for Malvern.
Not a bad idea there. It looked like it had a very nice chance to do something special if he got past 2 or 3 guys there.
We tried that play about 3 or 4 times last week and couldn't get the throw there, so that part of it looked better than last week.
2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Traylor looking downfield. 30. Intended for number 35 for the Malvern. That's Patrick Llewellyn. And thrown over the wrong shoulder. He had to turn all the way around. Again, Malvern having 4 receivers going down the field. And Coach Fogelman's got a tough decision now, trying to pin them very deep. If it goes in the end zone, you're only gaining 17 yards. If not, you're going for a first down. And it appears that Malvern has Patrick Llewellyn back to punt the football.
A little disappointing there. The Riceburg safety got twisted up and ended up on the ground, and Llewellyn was running all by himself, and the throw just didn't connect.
Malvern's going to attempt to pin the Riceburgs very deep in their field. And a low line kick, and fair caught by the deep back, number 15, Reed Counts. And again, 6:32 on the clock, and Malvern and Riceburgs are tied up 0-0. Malvern's defense comes back onto the field. First series, Malvern stops them 3 and out.
Big chance here for Malvern to make a statement. They can get a 3 and out here and get the ball back. That'd be huge for the offense momentum. Not to mention get great field position back.
We're attempting to get that field position back. Boulware, shotgun formation, receivers 2 to his left. Inside handoff to the running back, straight up the gut, and not before 2 defensive backs, James King and Trent Bryant, bring him down near the 32-yard line. A gain of about 18 on the play.
It's a nice run by Mr. Robinson, number 6 for the Riceburgs. Hit the hole, wasn't anybody there. Nice move, nice play by King to get over there and make the stop.
A Boulware back under shotgun before they even get the 25-second clock set. Inside handoff to Robinson, and Robinson bounces off one of the first tacklers and drags one of the Malvern defenders for about 4 yards on the play near the 38-yard line of the Riceburgs.
Nice play by Jerry Davis there, holding on to the tackle. Riceburgs still in the no huddle here.
Again, Boulware in the shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left, 1 receiver to the right. Inside, fake inside, and the quarterback still has the football. He's over midfield near the 30, out of bounds at the 26-yard line of Malvern. And an inside fake, and takes it himself on the option and keeper. And nobody was there to meet him outside, and scampers untouched at the 26-yard line of Malvern Leopards. Malvern attempted to keep them deep in their own territory, and Riceburgs are not allowing any substitution with a no-huddle offense. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left.
They've speeded up the tempo this time, too. The first time it wasn't very quick. They've been getting to the line and calling the play pretty quick. This
little wildcat look.
Got a flag.
Fake to the little running back, number 22, and the quarterback keeper down inside. And we've got a flag on the play. We got a hold that will bring the ball back near the line of scrimmage and plus 10 yards. So the ball will be placed near the 35-yard line. And Malvern gets a break.
And we get a little time to rest, too.
Yeah, the tempo, like Mark said, the tempo is really sped up with the no-huddle. And the experienced quarterback of Boulware is playing this Wildcat offense. Really has got the Malvern on their heels trying to find the football.
You know, everybody's got a cute name for it nowadays. They could call it the Wild Bird for all we know.
Man, we'll call it the Wild Bird. Boulware in the backfield along with Robinson. Receiver coming inside, fake inside, and Kevin Bell comes up and meets him in the hole. No gain, a loss of about a yard. Ball placed near the 37-yard line of the Leopards.
Big play by Bell there. Stepped through, untouched, held on a tackle. Big play.
Good read by Bell. Again, the Riceburgs are attempting to fake Malvern out by bringing a receiver across the field and running the option off to either side. 3 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. 22 in motion. Handoff to number 22. Over to the right-hand side, and not before he scampers down to the 20-yard line of the Leopards. About a 15-yard gain on the play, and that brings up a short 3rd down and 5 for the Riceburgs.
Run by McCassell there, all 11th grader, all 140 pounds of him. Took all of it to get to there.
Boulware, I don't know if he's reading or it's a design play, but he is doing a good job running this offense for the Riceburgs.
Try to get us to jump.
10 seconds left on the play clock. 2 running backs on the inside. Boulware takes the pitch, pitches it outside at 15, and he scampers into the end zone. Missed tackles by Malvern, allowing number 15 counts to get inside and make the touchdown off the pitch. Boulware takes it, fakes it inside, and then he runs the option, runs it to the corner, and then pitches it. Good read by Boulware.
Made a nice pitch too, right as he was getting tackled and there was nobody there for 5 yards, and then running back made nice 2 or 3 moves to get into the end zone.
Number 15, he's 195 pounds. He's a load to bring down. Number 23, Brock Sullivan, is going to be doing the kicking for the Riceburgs. Ball is down, and the kick is wide right. 6-0. Riceburgs will be back after these messages from our sponsor.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Hi, I'm Josh. It doesn't wait.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
That's their first time out of the game. Again, if you're just now getting here with us, it's 6-0 Ricebirds.
Let's go to commercials.
We're going to go to commercial real quick.
Okay, all right, we're back to Claude Say. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties. Again, we got kicked off.
Football game, Hunter.
We got kicked off here. Now Sullivan is back to kick, and it's a pooch kick. It appears to go out of bounds near the 25-yard line. Flag comes out. Malvern has an opportunity to get the football near the 40-yard line, and they have the option to take it where it went out of bounds or at the 40, and it appears that Malvern will take that. Again, if you missed it, Ricebird scored from approximately 25 yards out on an option play by the Ricebirds. And
looks like they're going to be kicking again.
Yeah, Malvern's going to force them to kick again. They're trying to pooch it into a dead spot. And with that, Malvern's going to back them up, make them kick it again. And they're going to have to kick it from the 35-yard line.
Malvern also moved James King into the dead spot that the Ricebirds just tried to kick in. So we'll see if the Ricebirds might try to do something a little different this time.
You know, after seeing that extra point, I'm not sure if it's a pooch kick or just a horrible kick. So
that's very true. We got Mario Jamerson, James King, Dontel Henson all back in the back deep to receive the kick. And as Jace mentioned, that King is in that dead spot that where they were attempting to kick it moments ago. Malvern accepts the penalty, backs him up, ready to kick again. Sullivan takes his steps off.
You know, we've had a lot of trouble getting this kick, too. We've had a timeout, a re-kick.
Now it's a squiver, and it appears it's going to go out of bounds. Another flag comes out.
They're going to be kicking from the end zone.
No time goes off the clock. Malvern will they force them to kick it again, or get us an opportunity to get the ball in our playmaker hands? And Malvern's offense is coming out onto the field, it appears, and Malvern will accept the ball on the 45-yard line. Now the referee is placing it on the 40. I don't know, that's kind of strange. I figured that you would get the 5 yards from the previous spot.
It's 35.
Okay. Shotgun formation, receivers on both sides. Inside handoff. Dontel Henson gets the ball, breaks 2 tackles, and gets it near the 45-yard line. 5-yard pickup on the play. Breaks through 2 tacklers in the backfield and gets positive yards after being hit immediately.
I say nice run by Dontel again. Getting hit in the backfield, holding on, making something out of nothing. It's a big play there. Makes it 2nd and 5 instead of what could have been 2nd and 10.
Jace, that's one of your keys to victory tonight, is holding on to that football by Dontel Henson, and he is one of the reasons for us having an opportunity to win this football game. So far, he's got 4 carries for 28 yards. Again, pass out to James King out in the open. James bounces across 2 defenders and across midfield near the 45-yard line. A gain of 10 yards. Just a good throw and catch by Traylor, trying to get it out in the open.
That's his 3rd catch of the game. Very obvious that they want to get King the ball. And he's made plays with it. That's the 2nd play of 10 yards or more.
He's got 34 yards so far tonight, and Malvern's trying to get him in open spaces. When they got him lined up in the slot, nobody's up on him. The strong safety is 10, 15 yards back, and that's who they're trying to get the football to. 2 receivers to either side. Dontel Henson back behind Traylor. Handoff inside. Henson stops at the line of scrimmage. He's backed up. It appears that he got near the line of scrimmage, a loss of 1 yard, but not before 2 big Riceburgs were in the backfield trying to make the stop.
Not a lot we could do with that run. He was pretty much hit as soon as he had the ball.
Too much Riceburgs on the defensive line for Malvern. Henson gets nowhere, so Malvern has a second down and a long 11 to go. 2:31. Malvern down 6-0. Traylor gets the call in the huddle. 3 receivers going to his right. Henson in the backfield, and a receiver to his left. And a quick strike. It appears to number 5, Preston Barnes, and the ball was near his feet. Not an opportunity to catch the football. And Malvern has a long 3rd down and 11 to go. Malvern has to get across the 35 for the first down. Ball is spotted near the 46-yard line.
Traylor got hit there too, and it looked like it borderline might have been a little late. He ended up on the ground, and he definitely got rid of the ball before he got hit.
Unfortunately, no call on the play. 3 receivers to Traylor's right, 1 receiver to his left. Henson in the backfield. Shotgun formation. Traylor steps back, delivers the football downfield, intended for number 4, and a catch by Patrick Llewellyn. Both guys attempted for the football, and Llewellyn comes back and makes a diving catch at the 27-yard line. First down, Malvern.
It looked like that was a throw to James King that Mr. Llewellyn just happened to be in the right spot, but we'll take it.
It kind of sailed on him, it looked like to me, but instead, Llewellyn comes back to the football, makes one heck of a catch.
Great grab, getting down.
Tomorrow, Sudden Link at 4 o'clock. You need to watch this at the 2:02 in the first quarter. Great catch. First down and 10, Malvern. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. James King to the right. Throw outlet to Dontel Henson. Shake and bake to the inside, and breaks it back to the outside. Maybe a gain of a yard. Ball's going to be spotted near the 26-yard line. Gain of maybe 2.
Nice play there. Get the playmakers the ball in space. You never know what'll happen.
Well, you're trying to make the linebackers honest and trying to cover these guys. If they have a breakdown in coverage and you get it out to your guys that can carry the load.
And you generally like that matchup of a running back on a linebacker. That usually turns out in our favor.
No doubt, especially when you get it to James King's hand. Trent Bryant, King to the left. Grady Allison in it, tied in. Jared Davis blocking. Mario Jameson gets the catch and swing out to the outside, and no gain on the play. A loss of approximately about 3. Ball's going to be placed near the 27, 28-yard line of the Riceburgs. Loss of 3. 3rd down and 11 again. Malvern. That play was just too long in developing for the Malvern Leopards. Unfortunately, losing 3 yards on the play.
Nice play by Gabriel West there, too, for the Riceburgs. Sniffed it out, stayed home, made the tackle. Can't ask for much more there.
Jameson Bryant to the left, King to the right. Traylor steps back and looking for a play. Instead, takes it himself, and near the 26-yard line, a gain of about 3. And the ball is going to be down near the 26-yard line. So Malvern faces a long 4th down and a long 9 yards. And that's the end of the first quarter. The Malvern Leopards are behind 6-0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
We're back at Claude Stadium. Malvern trails 6-0 against the Riceburgs. Fourth down and a long 9 to go for Malvern. And Malvern's in the Riceburg territory. If they punt it, they will only be gaining 9 yards if it goes bounds into the end zone. So it appears that Coach Fogelman has elected to go for it. Shotgun formation is the lineup for Traylor. Henson in the backfield. King in the slot. Llewellyn in the slot. 2 receivers either side. Traylor looking downfield. Throws inside. Intercepted. Intended for Trent Bryant, and the ball is down inside the 11-yard line, near the 10-yard line. Regardless, not a bad play, attempting to go downfield, but in and out of the receiver's hand. A little bit high, Jace.
Yeah, hit off the receiver's hands. Gabriel West was there. It just kind of fell into his hands. He really didn't have to do much for that pick.
In essence, it's good because it's just like gaining yards against them. You know, the smart thing would have been to do knock it down. I welcome him catching that right there.
Yes, it did, and it helped us out, and hopefully our defense will make a stand. Boulware under center, Robinson deep. 2 receivers either side, man in motion. Hand off to Robinson inside, and bulling himself up maybe a 2-yard gain near the 13-yard line. Good stand by the defensive line for Malvern.
Osha Johnson was all over that play. Nothing there. Great play by Johnson.
And it seems like every play you see Kevin Bell in there making a tackle. Excellent effort.
Boulware again under center. A quick offensive striking team. They like to keep it moving. Under center, I formation. Inside handoff to the fullback. And again, maybe 2 yards near the 15-yard line. Ball has to get over the 20-yard line for a first down. It's going to be a 3rd down and about 5 yards for the Riceburgs.
You know, unlike the last series here with the Riceburgs, they're taking a little bit more time in between plays. It's not quite the hurry up that it was, although they're still moving at a pretty good pace.
Formation for Boulware. Receiver to either side. Following the tailback across the the fullback, number 15, across, and that counts. Near a first down, it appears to be shy, about a half a yard near the 19-yard line.
Yeah, he fell to his knees and then fell forward for what would have been the first, but he was already down before that.
Riceburgs have not come off the field offense, and now it appears the punting team has come onto the football field. Again, the quarterback is still out, and now he's gone off to the field. Now the punt team is out. Malvern is going to get very good field position. Again, Bryant and King are both back to receive the punt. Punter's back near the 7-yard line. Punt away. And the ball will be down near the 48-yard line and down at the 35 of the Leopards. Tough roll for the Leopards because the ball could have been caught near midfield.
Now, we probably need to come up, get a little fair catch there, probably save 15 yards, but, you know, sometimes better safe than sorry. Bad things can happen.
Yeah, when you run up and sprint trying to catch the football, you bound off your shoulder pad, and you don't want that to happen. Anyway, Malvern takes 1st and 10, good field position, 35-yard line, and Traylor takes over with the Malvern Leopard offense. King to the left, Jamerson, Bryant to the right. Henson in the backfield with Traylor and shotgun. Handoff to Henson, and nowhere. He goes nowhere. A loss of about 3, and the blitzing Riceburgs are in the backfield and wreaking havoc on the Malvern Leopard offense.
The Riceburgs got their battle as quickly as the ball there did. Not a whole lot there. Not much he could do. He was hit as soon as he got the ball.
Malvern offense going to have to step it up and stop these plays. It's near 14 yards for a first. They've got to get near the 45-yard line. Shotgun. 2 receivers to the left. King to the right. Fake the throw out to King, and he's in open field and gets maybe about 2 yards on the reception. Very quick defense getting outside and making the stop on King. And we're trying to get King in the slot, coming underneath. and allowing it to do everything he can to get those 2 yards. Going to be a long 13 yards for a first down. 3rd and 13, ball's got to get up over the 45-yard line for a first.
That's the second time we've gone to King on a little screen there. Both times it's been a 2-yard gain, but you never know. One tackle away from being big.
Barnes and Mario Jamerson to the left, Bryant and King to the right. Traylor takes a shotgun going downfield. Going for King, and the defender and the ball got there at the same time. Number 15 counts and breaks up the pass to King up near midfield. Goes incomplete and before 3 and out by Malvern Leopards, and Malvern will be punting away to the Ricebergs.
King almost made an amazing catch there. Got one hand on it, started bringing it back in, and the free safety was waiting on him.
Patrick Llewellyn back to punt for the Malvern Leopards. And Malvern has allowed the Ricebergs to change the field position if the Riceberg fields the punt. Punt away. Riceberg's going to catch the football in 15 counts near the 35-yard line and gets maybe 4 yards on the return. Got a flag coming in late across the field, and we're waiting for the official to make the decision. Usually that's a hold. And that is exactly what it is, and the flag is near the 44-yard line. It's going to back the Ricebergs back 10 yards.
Takes away what would have been really good field position for the Ricebergs, puts them back in a little bit more difficult place to score from. Not bad punt, not bad coverage.
No, it wasn't.
In a hurry.
4 yards on the return. If you can stop them in 4 yards, doing really well in coverage. Again, the Ricebergs failed at the punt, held on to a hold by the Ricebergs, and unfortunately it's going to back them up 10 yards.
Stuttgart ended up picking about 20 yards up on the exchange there.
Between the two possessions, and unfortunately Malvern has kind of hurt themselves by not fielding that punt. So now 10 yards going to be marched off from the spot of the foul, and that appears to be from the 44-yard line, and the ball will be near the 34-yard line.
You almost feel like the Ricebergs offense will have to slow down a little bit.
Now it appears that they finally spotted the ball at the 29-yard line. I'm apologizing. I'm speculating most of the time, but unfortunately we got it right.
Well, I think they changed their mind a couple times there. A little confusion.
Shotgun Boulware, receivers to his right, faking the handoff to the small tailback coming across the field, takes him himself on the wild bird.
The wild bird, I like that.
And gets approximately about 5 yards near the 35-yard line.
It looks like Boulware is simply reading the defensive end, deciding whether to hand off or hold on by what he does. That time the defensive end went with the motion man, so Boulware held and went up the middle.
Boulware is a 175 senior. He's experienced, and he's one of the keys for this Riceberg. Timeout by the Ricebergs. 7:47 on the clock. Ricebergs lead 6-0. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Josh. I love weight.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
We're back at Cloudman Stadium, 6-0 Ricebergs. Ricebergs have the ball, second down and approximately 5 yards. Boulware in the shotgun, receiver out of the side, man in the slot, wide out, coming across,
Nice play.
And good read by Kevin Bell, stopping the quarterback in his tracks.
That's one of our keys of the game there. We got to stop Boulware. That's, when you hit him in his backfield before he has a chance to really do anything, it makes it hard for him to do anything.
Seth, a loss of 3 on the play.
I would just say that was a great timeout for us as we got to readjust some things and figure out the play.
Exactly, and unfortunately Malvern has made the adjustments on this wild bird offense for the the Raspers. Wideouts to either side, going downfield and trying to attempt to go downfield, and 23 catches the ball on the seam between defenders, and the ball is down near the 42-yard line into Leopard territory, and 5 receivers were out and found the seam. Poor pass, it looked like to me, but it very effective on the play.
It looked like we were a little cover 2 there, and that's one of the soft spots of the cover 2. If you can get it there, it's hard for the safety to get all the way to the sideline.
Once again, 3 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Boulware in the backfield by himself in shotgun. Puts pressure on the D-backs in soft spots.
You know what they say, it doesn't have to be pretty if it gets there. And it did barely get there.
It did. Boulware's barking out, signaling he stops. Now he accepts the shotgun, running in himself, going to the open space by himself. And approximately 13 yards on the game near the 29-yard line.
Looked like Trent Bryant came up from a safety spot to make the tackle there to save the touchdown, but there wasn't much there.
Boulware's 175 pounds, and he's got a lot of speed, a lot of experience, and he's pretty good in open spaces. So far, he's got a lot of yards. Same formation, 3 receivers to his right, 2 receivers to his left. Robinson in motion back near Boulware in the backfield. Reed inside. Robinson takes the handoff. Gain about 2, maybe 3 yards near the 25-yard line, 26-yard line of the Leopards.
Another nice play by Kevin Bell there. He's everywhere tonight.
Brings up a second down and about 7. Boulware's operating this offense efficiently in the second quarter. Again, Robinson in the backfield. 2 receivers either side. Could be an inside pitch to 15. Counts, and he takes the inside pitch. Shovel pass and gets across the first down mark near the 18-yard line, and will move the chains.
Nice little play there. A little read play for the quarterback. Found a little shovel pass there. Nobody around for 5 or 6 yards. About as easy as completion as a quarterback can get.
Effective play, bringing up the shotgun option. Again, Robinson out with Boulware. Takes the option. Boulware takes it himself down near the 5-yard line. And once he gets to the corner, he turns it up. He pitches it or turns it up, and again, moves the chains. First down and 5 to go.
Nice open field tackle there by James King, saving the touchdown at about the 5. He was the only one there. If not for King, we have another Riceburg touchdown.
Riceburg's knocking on the door. Malvern's got to respond. Shotgun formation, Robinson in the backfield. Additional shot, tied in inside handoff to Robinson. He leans and pushes maybe a yard gain straight up the gut. A host of Leopards inside trying to make that stop.
No, that might have been a play to let Boulware have a little break there after running 2 or 3 times in a row.
What Malvern's got to defend is that fake up the middle, then him taking it outside. Boulware's got the speed and the agility to get outside and make people miss. 2 counts and Robinson both in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver out to the left. Boulware takes it himself straight up the gut. Maybe a gain of 2 near the 2-yard line. So brings up a 3rd down and a long 2.5 from this angle. And again, they're attacking the middle of the field. And Malvern's not budging at all.
It's a big drive here for Malvern. Holding the Riceburgs to 3 would be huge in comparison to the 6 that the touchdown would bring.
Shotgun again from Boulware. 22 is back in at slot. 2 receivers to the right, comes in motion across the field. Boulware takes it himself, stands up into the hole. And number 42 for the Malvern Leopards, Quentin Walker, stops him in the hole.
Not only did he stop him, he upended him there.
Near the 1-yard line, and brings up a crucial 4th down conversion for the Riceburgs.
Big play here for the Leopards.
Great play. Malvern's got to stop number 5. He has been the catalyst to this football team. Shotgun formation, counts in the backfield. 2 tight ends, 2 receivers to the right. Option. Tacking. No, he is short. Malvern stops. Malvern holds.
Big play by the Leopards there.
Great play stopping the quarterback, Boulware. Attempting to get it out to Counts. He gets knocked back. And he bounds near the 2-yard line, a loss of about a half a yard, and Malvern takes over first and 10, 3:41 on the game clock, and Malvern has to get this out of the hole.
Big stop there. The Rossburgs might have went to the well one too many times with that option left there. That's the same play that's been picking up huge chunks this whole drive.
That was just bend but not break defense right there. Great job.
Excellent job by the defense. Trailers going under center, 3 receivers out. Henson in the backfield, takes the handoff and bounds over the 5-yard line near the 7. Good blocking up front for the Malvern Leopards.
It's a big run there by Henson. 4 or 5 yards when you're at your own 2 is a lot bigger than 4 or 5 yards when you're at your 30. That gives them room to operate. Also room that if something bad happens, you got a little safety room to avoid the safety.
2nd down and 5. Malvern has to get over the 14-yard line for the first down. David Traylor comes up into shotgun formation. Henson's near his side. Now he steps up under center. Hands off to Henson, right up the gut, and nowhere to go by the Malvern Leopards offense. 2nd down and 5 yards to go. It's tough to pass when you're that deep into that territory, but unfortunately Malvern gains maybe a half a yard. It's going to be a long 4.5 yards for the first down. Again, they've got to get it up over the 14 for the first.
Got to get at least something here. We need to get some room to the punter if it comes to that. Nobody wants to be pushed up against their own goal line when they're punting.
Trent Bryant comes to Traylor's left. King to his right. Davis in a slot. And Henson gets the carry and pushes and drives and comes up short, it appears, near about the 12-yard line, and it's going to be about 2 yards short for the Malvern Leopards offense.
Nice run there by Henson, not a lot there. Fought for 2 yards, probably wasn't going to fight for 2 more, but not bad considering he got hit about the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be about a 4th down and 1. It appears the punt team's coming out. Time is nearing halftime, 1:45 on the clock. You'd think the Ricebirds would think that the Ricebirds would take a timeout trying to manage the clock. And Patrick Llewellyn's deep to punt the football.
Malvern takes a timeout.
Unfortunately, Malvern getting near the time clock and drains as much as can. That brings up a timeout for Malvern. 1:30 on the clock. Malvern trails 6-0. We're back at Claude Mann Stadium. Malvern is deep in their own territory, having to punt. 4th down and 1. Malvern elects to punt. Patrick Llewellyn standing in his own end zone, and Counts is standing for the Ricebirds at the Leopard 40. Punt is off and away. Counts signals for fair catch near the 41-yard line, and that is where the Ricebirds will start with 1:24 left on the game clock until half. Malvern's defense is going to have to stand. Seth, what you think that Malvern's got to do to come out and smack them in the mouth?
Oh, well, they got a good little break there and need to come out. That no huddle's wearing them down as we go, but we need to just keep fighting. Stuttgart's only got 1 timeout here, so tackles inbounds are key. We just got to keep them inbounds, keep the clock running, try to get to half.
Boulware is shotgun, 2 receivers to his left, 3 to his right. Takes the shotgun, attempts to pass. He's throwing it out into the flat to his receiver, 18. Good open field tackle by Mario Jamerson, and the clock still continues to roll. The ball is going to be placed near the 35-yard line, a gain of near 5 yards, a little over 5 yards.
Got to make sure and not play too cautious here. We're trying to prevent the big play. We got to watch the short patterns too. We don't want to get beat down the field short. Just short, short, short. That gets the ball down the field just as well as the deep pass.
3 receivers to Boulware's left, 2 receivers to his right. Pressure on Boulware. Now he goes down, and it appears number 70, Quentin Welch, is going to get the sack. And we've got a timeout here at Claude-Mann Stadium. 6-0. Let's just stay here, guys. What does Malvern need to do to stop this offense from scoring again till half?
I think the biggest thing is we got to tackle. Anytime you tackle, you prevent things from happening. Missed tackles are key here. The Ricebirds have ran the same. They look like the same set of routes as they ran on first down, so you got to expect something different here probably.
Seth, what do we need to do to get into number 5's head, Boulware's head, to slow down his mentality? He's a very cautious quarterback, methodical. What do we need to do to disrupt his offense?
We just need to keep getting pressure on him. Mitchell Whitman, that play, got back there, got in his head, and he ended up going down. When he gets out there, we just got to be sure tackling, none of this arm tackling, put a body on him, make him feel it. We got to let him know that we're out there and we're ready to hit him.
Guys, I think that y'all are in the coach's head because I think that's exactly what the defensive coaches were down in the huddle talking to these guys.
And we know quarterbacks don't like to get hit.
No, they don't. You are one of them.
We don't like that.
Boulware again, shotgun, 3 receivers to the wide open field, 2 to the short side of the field. Takes a shotgun, time clock's rolling. Pressure on the quarterback. Ball comes out.
Here we go.
Big hit. Wrap up. Get him down, and Mario Jameson stops him near 45 with a sack. That's a loss of 10 yards, 4th down, and a long play. Time clock's going down inside 22 seconds.
Get that pressure on him. He gets frazzled, drops the ball there.
It appears that the Ricebirds may go for one more play. They don't have a timeout.
Looks like the clock's going to run out.
They're just going to let it run out to halftime.
Malvern's going to take a timeout to make a punt.
That may be good and that may be bad.
You know, that was eerily reminiscent of London Crawford a couple years ago at Alabama. I'm not. It looked like he was just running, the ball popped out. I'm not really sure what happened there.
Okay, guys. Seth, what do we need to do? What's Coach Fogelman telling his troops right now in the punt return?
I think this timeout was great. As we've been talking all night, James King's our impact player. This gives us one more chance to get the ball in his hands in open field. And we all know that he's electrifying in open field, so it gives us one more chance to try to go for a score here and tie the game up for half.
Jace, do we go after the punt?
That's an interesting question because, you know, the timeout has got to be to make them make a mistake. You know, you can't bank on taking a punt back. One, because this punter really all he has to do is punt it. We can't take it back. It's probably not a bad idea to go after it. A lot better chance of something going wrong there for them than us running one back.
Guys, it appears that Boulware's, he's got 4.2 seconds. They might as well run one play. Unfortunately, that's not enough time that they care to punt the football, so they're going to throw the football down the field.
Take a shot.
We could get a little hooch punt here, too. That would run the 4 seconds off.
3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 2 to the short side. It appears that they're running the same patterns. Pressure on the quarterback by Ollison. And now throwing it deep down the field. And in and out of the hands of James King, as well as number 7, Kevin Murdoch. And that's the end of the first quarter. Again, the Ricebirds lead 6-0. We're going into halftime. And we will be back after these messages.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.
Thinking in the right direction. Southern State Bank.
Hi, I'm Josh. Get up, wait.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
Again, the Ricebirds 6, Malvern nothing. And the Malvern Leopards come onto the field And they will be receiving the third quarter kickoff.
Be interesting to see what the Ricebirds do here on the kick, because they struggled mightily on their one and only kick of the night. Kicked it out of bounds twice. Had to take a timeout to do that. So that definitely has been one thing that it's been interesting to say the least.
Yeah, their kicking game was the weakness in their loss last week. And, that could be the Achilles heel to this Riceburg team. And Malvern may need to come out and really make a difference here. And we are just moments away of kickoff. The kicker for the Riceburgs, number 23, and that's Brock Sullivan. He's a senior. And again, Henson deep to receive the kick. Mario Jamerson is one of the upbacks. Jane King is another upback. And Jared Davis, a senior fullback, is right in the dead center of the field. A lot of dangerous Malvern Leopards that could take it to the house at any time. Sullivan is moments away to kicking it. And we're off to this third quarter. Jane King touches it at his feet and returns it inside the middle of the field and brings it up near the 30-yard line. So Malvern will take possession of the football at the 30-yard line of the Malvern Leopards, and the offense comes out on the field.
Very important for the Leopards to have more success on first down than they had in the first half.
It is, I've always stated on the air that moving the football, moving the chains early on in the third quarter, in the first quarter, is very important to get your momentum for your offense.
Got a little confusion here. Players running in and out of the huddle.
Jamerson coming off to the field. Offense down, the play clock's down near 10 seconds, and now we've got to call timeout. Coach Fogelman's not happy walking out to his offense. The confusion is early for this offense. Now we got a timeout. And with that, guys, we will take a moment and name some of our sponsors. Again, we've got the hospitality room for our chain crew. Our announcers was Wendy's, and we appreciate the local Wendy's that sponsored our hamburgers and chips in our drinks, as well as Larry's Pizza sponsored some more pizza up here in the press box, and they are trying to win the hearts of us, and we appreciate Larry's Pizza. All right, guys, we're back onto the football field. Coach Fogelman straightened out our offense, and now David Traylor in shotgun formation. Two receivers to the right, Henson in the backfield, and one receiver to the left. Hand off to Henson to the right-hand side and riding to the short side of the field, gain of about 1 yard with a stop by two defenders.
Yeah, we just gotta get blockers on their defenders there. They just seem to be dominating the line again. So we gotta come out, we gotta fire off, and we gotta run the ball effectively here.
Malvern's bringing in one switching out. David Traylor brings in the play, as well as Jamerson comes into the huddle. Number 5, Briston Barnes, is a wide out on left-hand side, Bryant and King to the right. David Traylor spins out, looking downfield, now being chased and brought down near the 23-yard line for a sack, and could not escape the defenders for the Riceburgs, and too much pressure in the backfield.
Yeah, the sack's going to make the third down a real long third down. Going to make it tough. Looked like when he rolled out and set up in the pocket, he was looking deep middle, but there wasn't a receiver deep middle, so I don't know if he looked the wrong place or receiver ran the wrong route, but there was definitely a little confusion there.
Unfortunately, he brings back a third down and 18. The ball has to get near the 40-yard line of the Malvern Leopards. Two receivers to the right, two to the left. Henson taking the screen and snipped out by the defenders of the Riceburg and throwing him to the turf for a loss on the play near the 21. The loss of 2 brings up a fourth down and a near 20-yard. Bad start by the Malvern Leopards.
Not a bad idea there. See what you can get. Safe play. The Riceburgs, 2 or 3 guys there sniffed it out. Wasn't a lot of room for Henson to do much there.
Unfortunately, the Riceburgs are going to have great field position, possibly inside the Leopard territory. Counts is setting up near the 47-yard line. Llewellyn's back to punt. Punt gets away, and it is caught near the 49-yard line of the Riceburgs and brought forward about 7 yards near the 44-yard line of the Leopards. And the defense is back against their goal, I'd say, by being in their own territory. Seth, Malvern's defense got to come out and smack them in the mouth.
Got to smack him in the mouth there. It was good coverage on the punt there. Mario Jameson makes a great play, great open field tackle, but here's where it all begins right here. How's our defense going to respond to this quarterback and his elusiveness?
Against Boulware, comes out with his offense again. Counts in the slot. Robinson in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right, 1 receiver to the left. Inside handoff to Robinson, straight up the gut. Nobody tackles, an arm tackle, breaks 3 arm tackles, gets down near the 25-yard line, and a big hole for Robinson to run through straight up the middle.
James King there makes another touchdown saving tackle. Great run there by the Riceburgs. You got to make a play. The safeties can't be making those tackles. That's never going to be good for the home team there.
Same formation. Counts in the slot. Robinson in the backfield. Boulware shotgun. 2 receivers to the right stacked. 23 comes across the field. Inside handoff. And we've got a penalty. Stops the play immediately. Going to be motion on the Riceburgs. Going to back them up 5 yards. Backs them back to a little over the 30-yard line. Be a first down and 15. Again, Riceburgs lead 6-0. 9:17 on the clock. Malvern goes 3 and out immediately in the third quarter and punts away inside their own Leopard territory. And now the Riceburgs set up 1st and 15. 2 receivers to the right, stacked backfield in shotgun. Boulware. Fake the handoff, throwing down the middle, counts wide open, catches it near the 15, and he barrels his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Fakes the inside handoff and just dumps it over the linebackers that were blitzing to make the stop, and unfortunately Counts is wide open and scampers the remaining way about 15 yards for the touchdown. 9:01 on the clock, 12-0. Malvern's got their back against the wall early in this third quarter.
Not a bad route by Counts there. Cat came under the formation behind a deeper post and going all by himself.
Going for a 2-point conversion. Robinson takes the handoff, stacked backfield, and goes behind many Riceburgs for the 2-point conversion, and it is good. Brings it up 14-0 now. Malvern's down 2 scores, and the Riceburgs are ahead. Seth, Malvern's got to take this kick and make some things happen on special teams now.
Yeah, back when I was playing, one of our main mottos was respond to adversity. Well, this is definitely adversity because we fought hard to keep it 6-0 in the first half, come out and they get a quick score, get a 2-point conversion, go up 14-0. That's adversity right there. We got to respond to it, make a play here, let them know that we're not out of it.
Yeah, Seth, do you think maybe it's just my perception, but if you get a hand on it, we've got to stop. We've got to do the little things right. If we get a hand on it, we got to catch it.
Definitely.
In special teams.
Definitely, yeah. If we can field this kick clean and get them on the run, we have great speed and great running here. So we'll see what happens here on this kick.
23, Brock Sullivan to kick, and he does a squibber, and it looks like to James King. Now James King comes up the middle, his speed trying to get out to the outside, and he does. He comes in front of the Malvern Leopard bench and out of bounds near the 34-yard line.
Great containment there by Stuttgart. Everybody stayed in their lanes, made it hard for James King to find a lane out of there.
About a 12, 13-yard return. A long 13 yards coming all the way across the field. But good return to the 34-yard line. Good field position for the Malvern Leopards.
Malvern's got to respond here to that last touchdown. If you don't do anything here, it's an emotional killer if you can't punch something back at them.
Malvern does need to have something positive happen on offense. Getting a little stale. Allison in tight end. King to one side, Trent Bryan on the other. Quick pitch to Henson. Football on the ground. Counts is on it at the 34-yard line. And the first turnover of the football game. And the Riceburgs come up with it. 14-0, 8:46 on the clock. Now the defense is just going to have to step up and make a stop now.
Yeah, this is not the time to put your head down and feel sorry for yourself. This is the time to come out and prove that we're still in this. So we got to make a stop here.
Again, Malvern's defense is against the wall. 34-yard line. Boulware takes shotgun, handoff to Robinson. Inside and 2-3. Malvern Leopards make the stop and a loss of about 2.
Oh, no.
And now a flag comes in late.
Looked like Riceburg might have had a little extracurricular activity there at the end of the play.
We got a personal foul, and it is against the Riceburgs. That is a 15-yarder from the 37, and that's going to be up over midfield.
That's a huge penalty, too.
Yes, it does.
After the play, you still lose the...
Loss of down.
Down.
It'll be second down. That was after the play. The ball is spotted at the 37-yard line.
That was a great response to the fumble there by the defense to make a great play on first down.
A host of Leopards in on the tackle, in the backfield, and Robinson comes down. And I don't know if it was Robinson or Boulware or Counts, one of those guys who did not like what was going on. And unfortunately, the ball is placed on the other side of the field into Riceburg territory. The ball is placed at the 48-yard line. It is second down. It should be second down. Should be second down.
A little confusion here.
It is second down. Second down and 28 yards to go. Shotgun, Boulware. Hands off to Robinson. And again, Malvern Leopards respond. No, maybe a gain of a yard. Great job by several Malvern Leopards on that play to not allowing it to get outside.
Hey, great job. That's good firing off the ball there and not letting them push us off the line of scrimmage and getting after it. That was a great play there.
Big play here from Malvern. Third and about 27.
Ball's placed at the 49-yard line. 3 receivers to the right. 2 receivers to the left. Boulware's in the backfield by himself. Shotgun. Gets the play from the coaches. It is a shotgun, and it is him by himself as a draw, and he gets maybe 5 yards near the 47-yard line of the Leopards. Good stand by the Malvern Leopards. And now Malvern will have an opportunity to receive the punt.
Big stop by the defense there. Gets the offense the ball back, gets it back quick.
Seth, this is where I was talking about Malvern Leopards need to come up and catch the football. We do not need to allow it to get beyond the 10-yard line.
Definitely. Great point.
Riceburg's punter, standing at his own 40, receives the punt of the kick. And the kick is going to land and bounce back towards him near the 25 and then comes stopped by a Riceburg just over the 25, near the 26.
Smart play there to get away from the ball. A little bit of a rough punt. Just let it bounce. Let it be bad.
Good bounce for the Malvern Leopards.
Malvern offense needs to do something here. You got to put some points on the board at some time. Why not now?
Good job by the defense coming out and really putting it to the Riceburgs, and after the personal foul penalty, took advantage of it. Now the Malvern Leopard offense on the field. 2 receivers to the left, King to the right. Shotgun. Pass. Throwing it out to King, and he is out and open. And he is near midfield. Good throw and catch. Just about a 5 yards and out by James King, and he caught it near his ankles. Comes up with a big play.
Great route, great catch, good run after the catch there. Almost broke it big there.
Fingertip grab, too, and then nice run after the catch, about a 23-yard gain there.
It appeared that the pass was a little bit low, but King, exceptional hands, goes down and gets it, and after the catch makes another 15 yards. Good throw and catch. Malvern is near midfield, around the 47-yard line of their own. Henson in the backfield with trailer. Fake to him. Out to Mario Jamerson and over his head. Incomplete. Pressure by number 68 by the Riceburgs that disrupted the play. Rushed the play a little bit by David Traylor, but trying to get it out to another speedy receiver that we have, and that's Mario Jamerson.
You know, it might not have been a bad thing that was incomplete because there were 2 or 3 guys all over him, and he was still 3 or 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage. It would have taken a heck of a play to get anywhere near.
David Traylor coming up to the line of scrimmage. It appears to be under center. King to one side, Bryant to the other. Davis in slot. Henson takes the handoff, comes back over to the left-hand side, and gets stopped immediately near midfield. Maybe a gain of 2.
You know, harping on what we talked about already, we're just not getting a lot of push there, not a whole lot of hole, nowhere really to go. Just put your head down and get 2 or 3 yards, but, you know, at some point we got to have something to run to.
The defensive line for the Riceburgs have held their own tonight, and Malvern's not been able to push them out of the hole. And unfortunately, Malvern is going to have to use some deception to beat them. Again, 2 receivers, Llewellyn, Bryant to the left, King to the right, 2 running backs in the backfield with Traylor. Shotgun. Pass coming for Traylor.
Got a hold.
Escapability by Traylor coming all the way back across the field, and now a fumble, and 62 picks it up and is running towards the goal line and fumbles in the end zone, and now a touchdown is called by the Riceburgs, recovering it into the end zone. We've got 2 penalties. I believe it's going to be a hold as well as a personal foul or a face mask, so it could be offsetting penalties by both teams. We're waiting for the call.
Dontrell Henson showed great heart there, never giving up on the play, followed him all the way back to the end zone, caused a fumble. Unfortunately, Stuttgart still recovers it.
We got hold against, so we've got a touchdown. It was a hold against Malvern, and the result is a decline of the penalty. A return fumble all the way down near the 2. He fumbles into the end zone. It was punched out. Henson punches it out into the end zone, and another receiver, Tyler Henderson, comes all the way back from being a receiver and comes and knocks, and he recovers the football in the end zone for the touchdown. So the Riceburgs lead 20-0, 5:51 on the play clock. A wild play to say the least. Now Sullivan for the PAT. Number 15 counts, is the holder. It is down and through the uprights for a score. So 21-0 now. Malvern's down 3 scores. Unfortunately, a wild play ends in 6 points for the Riceburgs, and Malvern has got to come out and make a difference in this next series.
Now, this game isn't over. There's still a whole lot of time left for Malvern to get back in this.
Unfortunately, it came out with 2 big scores out in third quarter, and the defense has made a difference for the Riceburgs, putting their offense in good field position and then scoring one. And that's definitely not what Malvern is wanting to do. Malvern's heads are hanging a little low right now, and Malvern has got to change the attitude.
Back-to-back fumbles led to back-to-back touchdowns.
That's Malvern's 3rd turnover on the night. We just got to protect the ball better when we're running around in the backfield.
Again, Traylor attempting to be elusive in that. We had 1 hold. I believe there was 2 holds, and it was both against Malvern. And coming up behind Traylor, unfortunately punches the ball out, and the defender runs it all the way down to about the 2-yard line and gets punched out, and then recovered by another Riceburg in the end zone for the score. Wild play. End result, 21-0, 5:51 in third quarter. Sullivan ready to kick. Henson, King, Squibber. And King gets the ball near the 27-yard line, picks it up, and advances it near the 32.
Malvern's offense goes back on the field. You hate to say it's a must score, but you got to get points on the board at some point. And, you can only give up so many before you got to score some.
Well, again, they have to move the chains. It's not a have to score immediately. It's just moving the chains. They got to get their confidence back. They've been staggered a little bit. They've been on the ropes a little bit, and now they put themselves in a bigger hole. Now Traylor's in shotgun, 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. Henson in the backfield with Traylor. Shotgun is received by Traylor, looking downfield, and it is intercepted. Right to number 10, and he carries it all the way back to the 20-yard line, and that is Trevor Freemeyer. And Traylor just stared down the receiver, and unfortunately right into his hands, and puts the pressure on the defense once again to make another stop.
Nice play there by the Ricebirds. Stepped in front of what looked like maybe a little curl, maybe a little seam route, and he just watched the quarterback. The eye stayed on the receiver, and he stepped in front of him. And
unfortunately, Boulware comes out, and we have a timeout by the Ricebirds. 21-0, 5:38 left on the clock. We're back at Claude Menn Stadium, 21-0 Ricebirds, and Boulware has the football again after a Malvern turnover. Interception, return down to the 20-yard line of the Malvern Leopards, and the Malvern defense is back on their heels again. Boulware in shotgun, 2 running backs in the backfield, throwing it downfield to Counts, and over his head, incomplete. And again, they're putting pressure on the Malvern defense downfield.
Stuttgart does a good job of getting him out of the backfield, getting him into routes. That looked like a little wheel route there, matching up with the linebacker, which is, anytime you get one of your playmakers matched up with the linebacker, it's not a bad matchup. Granted, Mario Jamerson's not your average linebacker, but still. Nice little play there, even a little high.
Boulware receives the signals from the coaches from the sidelines. 2 receivers to the right, man in slot. Robinson in the backfield with Boulware. Handoff inside, and maybe a gain of 2. Robinson makes it to the 18-yard line. Again, trying to lull Malvern's defense to sleep with this counter option into the inside.
Osha Johnson there with a nice play. Pretty much swallowed him as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage. Led to nothing there for the Ricebirds.
Boulware has to bring his troops near the 10-yard line for the first down. Ball's placed near the 18-yard line. Robinson in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left. Tight end, slot on the inside. Inside handoff to Robinson. Osha Johnson swallows him whole again. Maybe a gain of a yard, 2. And the ball will be placed near the 16-yard line. Boulware and the troops trying to chip away, and it appears to be 4th down and a long 6 yards for the Ricebirds.
Got to have it here. This could be the spark Malvern needs, is a stop right here to get everybody going, get back on the right page, try to go down and get a score after this.
Shotgun formation for Boulware. Robinson in the backfield as well. 2 receivers to the left, not set yet. Boulware scrambles to the outside. A throw action pass in and out of the hands of number 4, and that is a turnover and downs. Malvern survives a big threat. Unfortunately, in and out of the hands of Jordan Daniels, and he's a 10th grader, and he's going to wish he had that chance again.
Lucky break there for the Leopards. That ball hit him dead in the chest and walks into the end zone. Oh, yeah.
We're going with a different offense, guys.
It appears that Malvern's going to go with
well, maybe not. Yeah, I don't know what
David Traylor comes in with the play. Play clock's down around 17 seconds. Llewellyn and Barnes to the left. King and Bryant to the right. Under center. Hand off to Henson right up the middle, and he is hit around the 17-yard line. Maybe a gain of a yard, but the linebackers and D-line of the Stuttgart Ricebirds are pretty good.
You know, Malvern continues to struggle on first down, and that's the Ricebirds front seven is just totally dominating this game right now, which is making it tough for Leverage to do anything at all.
Shotgun formation. It appears that James King is in shotgun. And 3 receivers to the right. And now we're going to fake a handoff. And now King is fired off. And it almost looked like a personal foul dragging him down. But King gets enough for a first down, moves the chains. And we've got an injured Ricebird on the field.
It's like number 50.
That's 6?
Yeah, Drake Levy.
He's trying to get up. I think he's got a cramp. I think he's going to be okay.
That's our first look at the Wild Leopard out here.
Yeah, again, that's our first opportunity to see James King back there. We've got Dontel Henson coming around in the slot.
We'll call that the Wild Leopard.
The Wild Leopard. The Wildcat.
We've seen the Wild Bird all night. Why not give them a little dose of the Wild Leopard it up?
The first time we pulled that out of the bag, we get 10-plus yards.
We go right back to it.
Yeah, King, James King at quarterback. 3 receivers to the left. He motions for Henson to come across the field. We fake it to him, and now King takes it himself. And he is stopped after about 3, maybe 2 yards, and a flag comes flying in down the middle of the field, and I don't like exactly where it landed because that's normally holding by the offensive line. Unless we got a face mask or something like that, but normally it's a hold.
And guys, King, he's a dual threat. He actually spent some time at quarterback in junior high, so we know he can throw the ball. He's not just a running threat.
James King is a very elusive kid, and that's one thing that Malvern has. We have those abilities and those guys that can make a difference. Malvern's offense is backing up like it's against them. Unfortunately, I'm afraid it will be.
He gave the pass interference signal.
Pretty sure he gave the pass interference signal. The referee did there.
It might be, I don't know. Is that legal hands? It's a 10-yard penalty. Moves it back near the 20-yard line.
You know, it's a really interesting call because the back judge was the one that actually threw the flag there, which makes you wonder what he saw from 20 yards deep. But
Shotgun trailer now. Fake inside handoff, and now pressure on the inside, and Trailer takes off himself and trying to get to the outside and runs out of bounds near the 24-yard line. A gain of about 4 yards on the play. And again, the defense of the Ricebirds really stout, really stout. They're quick, they're fast, they're strong. They've got all the elements to be a good defense throughout this year.
Leopards are going to have to do a better job of giving Trailer time to get rid of the ball. They were all over before he had time to think there.
Trailer walking up under center. Now he backs back away. Triple receivers to his left. Henson in the backfield. Hand off to Henson. And maybe near the 25-yard line. Nothing going up front for the Malvern Leopards. And brings up a long third down and 13, maybe 14 yards. Ball's got to get near the 39-yard line for the first. We got 2 receivers on either side. Henson in the backfield with Trailer. Coach helps, reads the play. Trailer distributes the signals. Looking downfield. Oh, loses. Ball slips out, and they say it is an incomplete pass. Wow.
Really unfortunate break there.
Trying to get it out to Trent Bryant, and Bryant was wide open. His defender was way off of him. Good read by Trailer. Unfortunately, could not get the ball out to him.
I'm not sure he wasn't trying to pump and go deep there. A little hitch and go.
Well, by the reaction of Trailer, it appeared that he had fumbled, and he tried to pick it up and throw it again. Unfortunately, now Patrick Llewellyn was back to punt the football.
Ricebirds have nobody deep here.
Runs into the kicker there.
They got to run into the kicker. And number 56 that had a cramp moments ago, now Patrick Llewellyn is down. And I hope that young man is not hurt. He's grabbing his knee area.
It's a personal foul there. That's going to give Malvern a much-needed first down and another chance to try to get a good drive going here.
We got our fingers crossed the young man is not hurt seriously. Maybe he just twisted his knee and he's hobbling off on his own.
Good sign.
That is a very good sign. We don't need anybody hurt. And the closer he gets to the field, the better he's walking. So hopefully he just twisted it.
Anytime you have 230-pounder laying on your legs, probably not going to feel too good.
Hit a shin on something. Something about 230 pounds.
Regardless, the ball is going to be placed at the Leopard 40. First down and 10 for Malvern Leopards. 2:12 on the clock. 21-0 Riceburgs. Malvern is desperately needing a first down, if not a score, to get this game back in hand.
Yeah, we've been given a second chance. We got to go out here and take advantage of it. Take full advantage.
One receiver to either side. Olsen in tight end. And Jamerson at the running back. Under center. Shotgun. Throwing it out. Pitch to Jamerson and nowhere to room.
You know, he had 2 or 3 guys sitting there waiting on him. There wasn't a whole lot of room for Mario Jamerson to do much there.
The speed of the Riceburgs is just waiting. This is like a big jaw just ready to clamp down on them, and they're not allowing any runners to get anywhere.
We're not doing much at all on the ground right now.
David Traylor gets the call from the coach, gets to the huddle. Malvern comes up to the line of scrimmage. 2 receivers to either side. Henson in the backfield. Traylor barks out the signals, looking downfield to pass. And in and out of the hands of Henson, trying to dump it off as an inside screen, and did not develop enough to sniff out an elusive defense, an over-pursuing defense. Unfortunately, 3rd down and 10 to go. Malvern has to get up over midfield for a first.
Looked like there was a Riceburg pretty much sitting on top of Jameson there.
That is good signs of a good defense, that they are disciplined enough to hold their own. Trips to the right, single receiver to the left. Good strong throw, 2 defenders at the same time to Briston Barnes, and that young man could not come up with it. Brings up a 4th down and 10, and now the Malvern Leopards punting team has to come back and try to deliver a big blow down the field. Patrick Llewellyn appears to be okay.
Injury if he's coming back here.
Tough guy there. Tough guy coming back.
He's punting near the 27-yard line. Counts his back to receive the punt. He calls for a fair catch and he fumbles.
No, you can't do that.
No. That is no way. Unfortunately, he bobbles the punt, and the line judge
bails him out.
He's whistling. It's down immediately before he catches the ball. Unfortunately, he lands on the ball near the 39-yard line.
And then he gives him the extra 2 yards for the muff after he whistles it dead before that.
Oh, my gosh. Tough break for Malvern. Malvern had an opportunity to get it. The number 15 gets back onto the ball at the 34-yard line. 1st and 10 for Boulware. Inside handoff fake. Pulls it out himself. Boulware taking it down the field. King on his back and pulls him down near the 30-yard line.
We got a Stuttgart player down.
We've got an injured player for the Riceburgs, but not before a long run by the quarterback, lulling the defense to sleep with the inside fake and pulling it out and run the option, and Boulware is a master of that tonight.
So number 62, Reggie Hall's down. Looks to be cramps.
Yeah, he's hurting pretty bad near his calves, and Boulware just rides that Robinson into the line and pulls it out right at the last minute. Sneaks around the end. Before you know it, he's in the secondary. and he's just as fast as our fastest men on defense. Replacement comes in for Boulware's offensive lineman. And now the defense again are back on their heels near the 34-yard line. 1st and 10, Riceburgs. Under center. Turn around and hands to Robinson. Robinson off a right tackle and is immediately taken down by Malvern Leopard.
Nice play there by Walker, stepping up into the hole, beating the ball carrier. Point of impact.
Gain of about 3.5. Ball's near the 30-yard line.
Not a bad night tonight for Walker.
Walker's playing outside linebacker. Boulware under center. Turn around, hands off to number 6, Robinson. And he fights over the 25-yard line near first down. And it appears that he's got it.
I think they're going to measure.
But they are going to measure. Turns around, hands it to Robinson. He goes off left tackle. And they spot it near the first down mark. Referee's going to take officials' timeout, bring out the chains. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. Malvern on their heels, 21-0. And the Riceburgs are knocking on the door once again.
You know, something interesting there. They're not measuring it from where it actually went down. They spotted it way on the other side, which is, you know, I don't know if I've ever seen that, spotting it somewhere other than when he gets tackled.
It is a first down. Chains will be moved. 23-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Riceburgs. 24 seconds left in the third quarter. About to change fields, possibly after this play. Unfortunately, Malvern has struggled on offense. Defense has been out on the field almost all night long.
Been on the wrong side of the field most of this half, too.
Has played a good game. Defense has played a good game. Unfortunately, turnovers has put them on the short side of the field. And now they've let the time run out. And that will be the third quarter. Again, 21-0 Riceburgs. We'll be back after these messages from our sponsors.
Hi, I'm Josh. I love weight.
Hey, I'm Tommy Green, pastor of Third Baptist Church here in Malvern. We're looking forward to a great season from our Leopards. We also want to take this chance and invite you to church. Starting September 27th, we're going to have 2 worship services on Sunday mornings, an 8:30 traditional service and a 10:55 contemporary service. Also on Sunday nights at 5:25, we offer Awanas free of charge, and on Wednesday nights at 6, we have a family worship service. We hope to see you soon.
We're back at Clodman Stadium. The score 21-0 Riceburgs over the Malvern Leopards so far through 3 quarters. Comes up the new 4th quarter. 12 minutes to go in this football game. Malvern's going to have to turn it around, and before the game starts, we need to announce that there is season tickets still available at the ticket booth. Please come and attempt to buy your season tickets today. With that, Boulware's under center. Man in motion across. Handoff to Robinson. Big hold to the right-hand side, and he fights near the 15-yard line. Big gain of about 8 yards on the first play of scrimmage.
You know, it looks like the Riceburgs are just slowly, methodically wearing the Leopards down. That defense has been out there a whole lot in the second half.
Yes, and they have, and they're picking and choosing their holes, and they're fighting for every down. But unfortunately, Malvern is on their heels. Boulware back under center. Robinson deep in the running back position. Man in motion across, and Robinson follows him into the hole. And it is a push near the 12-yard line. That will move the chains for the Riceburgs. They've got a timeout on the field to look at it. 11:05 on the clock is stopped. And now the referee signals first down. They still have an opportunity for another first down inside the 2. Slowly the offense is coming up to the line of scrimmage. Boulware under center. Brings man in motion across to the left-hand side. Hand off to Robinson, straight up the gut, and Robinson trips through the line of scrimmage.
Probably
He will be down to
trip there too, because there wasn't much between him and the end zone if he doesn't.
He's down to the 7, approximately 5 yards on the carry. Unfortunately, the offensive line for the Riceburgs are battling hard and pushing back the Malvern Leopards now and opening some holes.
Riceburg's also using a whole lot of clock on this drive, running that down.
Boulware back under center. Tied in on the left-hand side, split outs on either side. Slot on the right-hand side, Robinson in the backfield. Pressure by the linebackers, up to the line of scrimmage. Robinson fights in, and he is in for the score. Malvern was caught in a blitz, trying to blitz and get pressure on the inside. Unfortunately, Robinson, he runs a slant across several Malvern Leopards, catching them blitzing in the wrong hole, and unfortunately, he gets in for the score. Brings up 27-0.
Nice hard run there by Robinson. Got the initial point of contact, took it to the house.
Sullivan, excuse me, I believe it is Sullivan. Yes, Sullivan's out for a kick. Ball is down, and it is through the uprights and good. 28-0. Riceburgs. 9:57 on the clock, and Malvern's going to have an opportunity to return a kick if they do not squiv it down the middle.
Time definitely becomes an issue now. We're not going to have many chances to get the ball, so if we want to try to get back in this game, we've got to take full advantage of every time we get the ball.
And when you do, special teams have to make a difference in the football game. We've got to do everything in our power to get up and get good field position. Unfortunately, the Riceburgs have had great field position in this second half and producing points from turnovers. And that's the difference maker, as we were talking about in our keys to victory. We've got to limit them turnovers.
Too many mistakes in the second half for the Leopards to do too much. Giving the Riceburgs a lot of great opportunities to score, and give the Riceburgs credit. They've taken advantage of those opportunities and punched it in each time they've had the chance to.
Sullivan is ready to kick off from his 40. He squibs it, and it is down immediately at the 37-yard line, and that is Trent Bryant, and Malvern will take over.
Nice job by Trent, just falling on the ball there. Nobody in front of him. If he picks it up, he probably gets hammered.
Good job by landing on the football. On the 36-yard line, puts the ball in the hands of David Traylor and the Malvern offense.
You know, it's important here for the Leopards, not only for this game, but also for next week, to do something here for the confidence of the offense.
The Wild Leopard comes back out. James King now in the quarterback. He is set in the backfield by himself. Mario Jamerson in motion. Fake to Jamerson, and now King on the run. King comes over in front of the Malvern Leopard stands and gets near midfield. Good run, 12, almost 13 yards on the carry.
Yeah, he just almost split the defense there. He got real close to splitting in between those two guys and taking it to the house. Like we said, one tackle away from that big play.
That speed of that Wild Leopard really makes a difference. Spreads the field, puts pressure on individual players. And when you've got somebody as elusive as James King out in the open field, it does make a difference. David Traylor comes in with the call, and it appears at this time he's going under center at midfield. Henson in the backfield. Jared Davis in the slot. Fake to the run, looking downfield to throw, and downfield, and a good throw and catch, and that's Mr. Kinney coming up with a catch. Ball is caught near the 35-yard line. Mr. Kinney is a tight end coming across the middle, and good trailing route by him, and a good catch.
Nice job finding a little hole there for Traylor to throw the ball into, and Traylor did a nice job of throwing the ball into that little hole.
Yeah, Jacob went down on his knees and caught it, and good throw and catch. Good confidence builder by both of them. Good throw by David Traylor. Shotgun formation. Henson in the backfield. Another attempt downfield and throwing it over the heads and into the defender's hands. And unfortunately, he comes out with it at the 24-yard line. Over his head. Appeared to be in an attempt to Patrick Llewellyn. And another interception by the Malvern Leopard offense and a turnover. And those turnovers you just can't have this late in this ball game.
Looked like there might have been a little miscommunication there on the routes. I'm not really sure Trailer overthrew the ball. Maybe he was expecting the receiver to run the corner there instead of the deep out. Either way, Riceburgs take over. 9-10 left in the game.
Unfortunately, the pass sails on David Trailer, and the defense is back out there. It appears that the Malvern Leopard offense is going to have a chance to move the football. Unfortunately, Boulware comes back out, methodically moving the football. Inside handoff to Mr. Robinson, and maybe a yard gain on the play to the 25. And it appears that the Riceburgs are just trying to chew the clock late in this football game. 8:52 left in the game, 28-0. Riceburgs.
There's too many turnovers for the Leopards tonight here to get much moving.
Unfortunately, 5 turnovers will get you a loss in, a digit in the loss column, unfortunately. Boulware directing his offense under center, moves Counson in motion. Hand off to Robinson to the right and trying to push his way over the 25 to the 27-yard line. Ball has to get near the 35-yard line for a first down. A long 3rd down and 7. Just chewing up the clock is all what the Riceburgs are trying to do. They're not trying to throw more points on the scoreboard. They're just trying to run it up the middle and roll the clock. Boulware is watching the seconds tick away.
Rare I formation here for the Riceburgs. Hadn't seen much of this tonight.
Double split to the left. Handoff inside to the fullback, and he gets nowhere. 4th down. And the ball's placed at the 30. It's going to be 4th down and about 4.
Nice stand here by the Leopard defense, who, despite the 28 points, have played really well tonight. Hadn't been given many opportunities to make plays, and have been on the field way more than they need to be.
And it's good to see them come out and not put their heads down and feel sorry about themselves and keep playing hard. It just shows that no matter what, Malvern's going to come out and play for 4 quarters, no matter what the end result.
That is no doubt in my mind. That is the Leopard spirit. We all know that. We played it. We love it. So now King and Trent Bryant both back near their 40-yard line to receive this punt. Punt is away. It appears James King's going to receive it near the 38. He brings it out, and he finds a seam inside. Now he bounces out in front of Malvern Leopard's grandstand, up over the Riceburgs 40, near the 37-yard line, and Malvern will take over. 1st and 10.
We got a flag on the play, though.
I believe we had a clip.
Oh, that's going to be unfortunate because Malvern had a good return. King did the dancing around and found the seam and broke it away, and unfortunately we're going to have a clip or block in the back. It's going to back Malvern all the way back near their own 30, and that just a momentum killer that Malvern needed a little boost.
That's the story of the night. It seems like every time we get something going, something bad happens. We just got to see what we can do here, come back, respond to adversity.
Yeah, we
Spotlight player, though. He's been the only one.
ball is going to be set near the 33-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Malvern will need to get near the 44-yard line for the first down. And David Traylor in shotgun formation. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Inside handoff to Henson. Henson up over the 40-yard line, off right tackle, and will be near the 41-yard line. Good run on first down. First bright light on first down we've had in a while.
Yeah, it was a hole there. It's been a while since he's seen that, but he ran to it, did awesome.
7 yards on first down. Ball needs to get near the 44-yard line for a first. David Traylor in shotgun, trips to the left. One receiver, King to the right. Handoff to Henson inside. Traylor fights, Henson fights near the first down, and it appears he has the first down near the 45-yard line. Chains will be moved. 5:53 on the clock, 28-0 Riceburg.
Not a bad drive going here for the Leopards. Back-to-back good runs. We hadn't had that much push in a long time, and it's good to see our offensive line create a little bit of a hole for our run back.
Trip receivers to the left. King comes isolated to the right. Shotgun. Henson back with Traylor. A pass attempt coming up. Long ways down the field, and King in and out of the hands of the defender. Pass was on the short end of the stick. King was behind the defender, but unfortunately it drops and comes through the hands of the defender.
Not bad coverage by Gabriel West there for the Ricebirds.
Seth, do you think that was a stop-and-go pattern, or, kind of pump fake and trying to go downfield?
Definitely a little pump and go. Try to see if we can catch him on the pump and beat him deep with our speed. James King, he looks to come up a little limped on the play, though. I hope he's all right. Maybe just cramping up a little bit.
Going to him quiet often in this football game. Two receivers to either side. Traylor, Henson in the backfield. Inside draw, and Henson is drilled right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It was a draw all the way. Did not sell the pass very well, unfortunately. Defensive lineman comes down and just plants Henson. Unfortunately, brings up third down and long. Ball has to get near the 45-yard line of the Riceburgs for the first. Ball is placed on the 45-yard line of the Leopards. King is isolated on the short side of the field. Two receivers to the left. Jace Kinney in tight end. Outside in the flat. Jamerson catches it, but nowhere to run. Good open field tackle by number 14 of the Riceburgs. Brings up fourth down and long, and it is up to Fogelman to go for this or not.
Yeah, it seems like one of the things tonight. The Ricebirds have done a great job of tackling in space and not letting the Malvern playmakers get into the free field to make plays. And whenever you make that initial tackle, it's tough to do much.
Yep. And it appears that the Riceburgs are very good tacklers, and our speedy guys have not been elusive enough or been able to get away from those sticky hands defenders. Llewellyn back to punt near his 30-yard line. Ball safely gets back there to him, and the punt is away. And it is fair caught near the 25-yard line, and that's where the ball will be placed. 28-0, 3:53 remaining in this football game, and Malvern's offense has done nothing to respond in the second half. Too many turnovers, and coming up with 5 in the second half is tough to overcome. And that's the reason why we're behind 28-0. A lot of clean shirts, it appears to be out there. Looks like a new quarterback, Lucas McGee. A couple of new running backs out there. Still Mr. Robinson is dotting the I. We got a little motion going on. It's going to be new snap count. Tends to get the guys moving a little quicker than wanting to be.
A couple of those guys have been sitting over there all night waiting to play, and they finally get in. They're probably a little bit too excited for their own good.
A lot of new white, just a couple of white jerseys, quarterback and a running back. And the new running back that was in the backfield, number 4. He's getting too excited. Jordan Daniel, he's also a sophomore. He's getting in there and getting a little PT.
Cody Buchanan comes on for James King at safety. Give King a much-needed break.
Yeah, King hadn't been off the field all night long. McGee takes a snap, hands off to Robinson out in space. He slides off of the left tackle and gets big yardage up to the 30-yard line. And that gains 10 on the first down.
Robin's had a nice game tonight. Seems just wear down the Leopards some more and more. He runs, and those 2 or 3 yards in the first quarter turn to 6 or 7 yards here in the fourth quarter.
Boulware had a successful night. He's getting a well-needed rest. He's got the game in hand. Turns it over to sophomore quarterback McGee. And he's trying to run the offense in the I formation. 2 receivers to the left. And he turns around and hands it off to Robinson. And he slides over the right-hand side and gets nowhere. Maybe a yard on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and about 4, maybe a long 3. Again,
Eric Watkins makes a good play there. He just kept sliding down the line until he could find the ball carrier and takes him down. Great job by Watkins there.
Austin runs off the field holding his elbow. Hopefully he's okay. Maybe he's got a little bump, little stinger right now. Malvern sends out number 70. That's Quentin Welch. He's played on defense quite a bit. He plays offense too, so he's getting time on both sides. McGee turns around, takes the handoff. Robinson fighting for the first and nothing doing. Malvern's defense holds and brings up 4th down against the Riceburg. So the defense holds once again, but the crucial thing is the time on the clock, and it's down inside 2 minutes. Again, Malvern trails by 4 scores. And Malvern needs an uplift of something great by one of their big playmakers.
Yeah, if nothing else, just give us a boost going into next week. Give us some confidence as we're about to head into a conference. And we all know that's where it really counts, because that's where it gets us to state and tries to go push for the state championship, not national championship. I don't know what I'm thinking about.
Riceburg's in 4A as well, so this is a test even in the same classification. Riceburg comes in here, fumbles the snap punt. We've got a timeout. Oh my gosh. Timeout was called by the coaches before it was snapped to the punter. Unfortunately, again, timeout by the Riceburgs. We're going to stay here, and I'm going to make some announcements of all our sponsors here. Again, our shirt apparel has been sponsored greatly by these individuals. Diamond State Trucking, Malvern National Bank, Summit Bank, Teeter Chevrolet, Nick Screw Machine and Products, Winter Circle Convenience Store, Bobby and Judy Jones, and Southern Bancorp. If you get a little schedule card, those are sponsored by ProMed Ambulance. And those guys, we appreciate them. One other thing that I'd like to announce is there are several churches around these parts in Malvern community that has sponsored these kids a meal before the game. That's South Main Missionary Baptist Church, 3rd Baptist Church, Senior FBA Parents, Mountain Zion Baptist Missionary Baptist Church, First Methodist Church, First Baptist Church, and Mount Willow Baptist Church. So those guys, we do appreciate them sponsoring these youth. All right, we're ready for the punt formation. Nearly over the head. And the ball will be bounding near the 40-yard line. Good coverage by number 56 of the Riceburgs to get downfield and spotting the ball down near the 33.
Got a Leopard down on the play.
Is it Quentin Welch, number 70?
Oh, man. We don't need 2 back-to-back down. Unfortunately, that was Allison down first. And then Quentin Welch comes in and replaces him on defense. And now we've got 2 injured in the same spot. Hopefully Malvern can be able to replace him. Of course, Quentin Welch is also playing on offense at right tackle. He started the game. And now it looks like Mitchell Whitman is going to be coming in and replacing him on offense. Again, he gets up and runs across the field. Maybe it's a stinger. Kind of holding his arm a little to its side. So hopefully that's just a little stinger in his shoulder and he'll be okay a little bit later in the football game. Nevertheless, 1:05 on the clock. Riceburg's 28-0. Number 66, Austin Ryan, was thinking that he needed to get in. Instead, we've got that position filled. Traylor looking downfield to pass and throws to King, and he gets down immediately at the 45-yard line. A throw and catch of about 12 yards.
Looks like we got another flag on the play.
Flag.
The Leopards.
Unfortunately, it is in a holding area that it will push the. That is about a 24-yard penalty if you really get in and start looking at it.
Seems like every time the Leopards do something tonight, something brings it back, and for every good, there's every one step forward, there's two steps back. It seems like for the Leopards tonight.
Unfortunately, they're going to mark it off from the spot of the foul, and that's even worse because it adds more to it. So you're talking about a 25-yard penalty, unfortunately, for the Malvern Leopards. David Traylor in shotgun. Henson's near him. Two receivers either side, looking downfield to pass. And it appears trying to get it to King, and he does. He's up over the 45, over midfield, and breaks a tackle over the 40-yard line near the 37-yard line of the Riceburgs. Good throw and catch by Traylor. We'll stop the clock to move the chains.
Is that about a 40-yard pickup there on that play?
42-yard pass reception from David Traylor to King, and good throw and catch.
That gets King close to 100 yards for the night.
Looking downfield again and throwing Trent Bryant to the outside, and he gets out of bounds near the first down marker, near the 27-yard line. 34 seconds on the clock, and they are marking it right at the marker and gives the first down, so we'll say that's a good full 10 yards. Trent got out of bounds.
Nice catch there for the Leopards.
Malvern will be able to take their time trying to get this play off. Knocking on the door to score. David Traylor looks and assesses downfield and overthrows his target intended for number 2, Cody Buchanan. And Cody would not have been able to even get a hand on that one. Crossing pattern. Looked like a deep in pattern, maybe 15 yards and in. 29 seconds left on the clock.
We got a 3rd and short here, a little less than a yard.
Oh, excuse me. I thought they gave a first down. I'm sorry. 3rd down and short 1. Inside handoff. Throwing Henson back, and it appears he has enough for a first down. He will move the chains. The ball will be placed near the 25-yard line. The clock will start as soon as the chains are set. Chains are set. Now the clock is in motion. 20 seconds and counting. Traylor barking out the signals. Takes a snap, steps back, looks for play, and is down and sacked near the 36-yard line. Ball will be placed inside the 35. Clock is still rolling, and it's going to run out on the Malvern Leopards. That is the end of the ball game, 28-0.
Thinking in the right direction.
Are you looking for a bank where you're greeted with a smile, a sincere hello, and a banker who calls you by name and lets you know that they are sincerely glad to see you? Then come by Southern State Bank. We're here to serve you and offer the friendliest and best service available in Malvern and Hot Spring County. Visit Southern State Bank. We're here for you.